All right, thanks. We have a question down in the middle, and I have offered the microphone to someone. Can you go ahead and ask your question?
Yeah. Does my question is, does Apple see itself as a hardware or services company, or do they see themselves as a user experience company? And are analysts missing the boat when they think in terms of, rating Apple like a standard hardware or services company, when really they should be looking at how well they're succeeding in improving user experience and increasing brand loyalty?
Can I can I take that?
Yep.
Well, actually, I think that the company sees itself as a maker of great products. It's not so specific as to say user experience. I think that's one of the components of a great product, and it may seem completely imprecise to say great product, but really that is what they believe. They're in there, all the employees, to make great things happen. And the greatness is ambiguous, but it is something they feel more than they can articulate. So to that extent, they don't even define the notion of UX as kind of their ultimate goal. I think that they see the integration between many, many aspects of the product, service, and software experience as being the thing that really makes customers loyal. I'd like to think, and this, maybe I'm alone, but I'd like to think that the company should be viewed as the creator of customers and the preserver of those customers over time. So its objective should be to have either 1 or 1.5 or 2 billion highly loyal customers that are going to purchase whatever it develops in the future, and its responsibility is to deliver great things that those customers will feel worth buying. And so neither a product view nor a specific aspect of products, but rather saying it's about the customer, it's about having them and serving them. And so that is a more kind of old-fashioned view. I do believe, now having said that Apple sees itself as a great product company, I do believe they do measure themselves according to loyalty and according to retention, because they cite those figures every single quarter when they talk about their products. They always lead the discussion with saying that, we've reached a certain satisfaction on our iPhone and our iPad. We're seeing a certain intent to purchase that's going up or holding at 90+%, whatever it is. And they're saying this every single quarter, and I think they're therefore tracking that information, and they're probably putting it as their goal. So I'm only suggesting that, but as far as their public communications, they say we're about product greatness.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I want to add to Horace's customer satisfaction comment is they love giving the iPhone retention number, and it was I think the most recent one was 98 or 99%, and I went back and looked at it the last 5 years, and it's been in that 97 to 99% range, quite really impressive. And Horace, you've done a great job. You've had a influence on my views on the story. I've been a huge advocate of your work and kind of unearthing aspects that are not fully appreciated. And I think this concept around the user number being the critical factor to look at, I think is noteworthy. I think that investors generally hear the number, but it doesn't really sink in with them the significance of what that 1 billion number growing at, call it 10%
And
a year,
by the way,
means.
I can clearly understand why, because as you cited Sony, and I used to work at Nokia, those companies did have billion customer numbers as well. And it might be perceived by people saying, well, if you have a billion customers, you can lose a billion customers just as well.